Okay, hello everyone, and welcome again to our English lessons. So today we are going to talk about relative pronouns. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, here we have a sentence. Okay, so the man gave me money. The man is very rich. So what do you think about this sentence? Or normally these two sentences? Because normally, how many sentences do we have here? Good. So we have two sentences. We have the man gave me money and the man is very rich. Now, do we have a problem with these two sentences? Yeah, good. We have a problem, right? What is the problem? We have something that is repeated here. Okay, right? So what is repeated? The man and the man. Good. So the man is repeated twice, two times. Okay? And normally in English, we don't like repeating something because repetition is really bad thing, especially when we talk about grammar or in your writing. So now what I want you to do is we will try together to combine these two sentences into one sentence. I don't want to have two sentences. I want to have only one sentence. So how can I do it, or how can you do it? Okay? We will try to combine, okay, these two sentences so that they can give us only one sentence. So first of all, we should look for something that is repeated. So what is repeated? We say that the man is repeated, right? And the man again is repeated. So we should delete one. Which one are we going to delete? Is it first one or second? Good. So it is the second one. So we should delete the second one. Good. Now we need to replace it with something. So normally the man, what is a man? It is a noun. Very good. And if we want to replace a noun in English, what do we use? Good, a pronoun. That's good. So we always replace nouns by pronouns, right? So in your opinion, what is the pronoun that are we going to use here? Yeah, good. As you know that we need to use the relative pronoun. Very good. We need to use relative pronoun. Now look at the man. What is the man? Is it a people, or is it time, or place, or what? It is people. Very good. Person. So what is the relative pronoun that we use with person? It is who. Very good. Okay, so it is who. So now what is the sentence? So the sentence is the man who gave me money is very rich. Good. So how many sentences do we have now? So we have only one sentence. And what is the relative pronoun that we have? It is who. And what does who refer to? So please look here that who refers back to the man. What is the man? The man is who. And what is who? Who is the man? So please, what I want you to do right now is I want you please to remember this one. The relative pronoun are always after the things that they refer to. Okay? It is always after the things that they refer to. For example, who? What does who refer to? Good, it refers to the man. So who should be after the man? It is not correct to say, for example, the man gave me money who is rich. It is not correct. Because the relative pronoun should be after the things that it refers to. Okay, and what does who refer to here? It refers to the man, so it should be after the man. Or please just remember, relative pronoun, it is after the things that is repeated. So what is repeated here? It is the man, so it should be after the man. Another example. I know the person, he broke the window. I know a person, he broke the window. So what is repeated? Good. So we have the person and he. Because the person is he, and he is the person. So we don't need to have two sentences, okay? We need just only one, okay? So how can we do it? We need to follow the same method. So which one are we going to delete? Is it the first or the second? Good, it is always the second. So we need to delete he. So the person, what is the person? Is it a place or what? Yeah, good, it is a person. So what is the relative pronoun of a person? It is who. Very good. So it is who. So what is the answer? So the answer is I know the person who broke the window. Very good. And what does who refer to? It is the person. Very good. So please look here that who, it is after the person. It is after the things that is repeated, because the person is what is repeated here. So who should be after the person. So as you can see here, the first relative pronoun is who. So please remember that who is used for people, because the person is people, the man is people, teacher, people, doctor, people. And please remember that who it is followed by a verb. So who plus verb. For example, who broke. Broke is a verb. Who gave. Gave is a verb. Okay? So the first relative pronoun is who. Now let's move to the next. Now, the man is, give me money, the man is very rich. So again, what is repeated? So the man, the man. But look at this example. Okay. In this example, we have the man is repeated. So we have the man and the man again. In the second example, what is repeated? We have the boy and him. So what is the difference between these two examples? Sentence number one or example number one in the example number two. So look here, the man, the man. The boy, him. So are we talking here about place or people? Yeah, good, so it is people. So the man, people, the boy, people. The man, people, him, people. But what is the difference? The difference is the following. Something that is repeated here is called subject. What do I mean by subject? It is before the verb. So subject means the noun that is before the verb. Because here, where is the verb? It is. So the man, is it before the verb or after the verb? It is before, so it is subject. Now what about this him? Him. Is it before the verb or after the verb? Yeah, it is after the verb, so it is object. So please, when we have something that is repeated is the subject, what do we use? We use who. But when we have something that is repeated is the object, what do we use? We use whom. Okay, so let's try to do this. So we are going to delete the man, so we are going to replace it with who. Why who? Because the man, something that is repeated, is the subject. Now for the second example, so what is the sentence here? So the sentence is, the man who gave me money is very rich. Okay, but for the second example, what is repeated? It is him. And we are going to replace him with whom. Got it? So we need to change it with whom. Why? Because the thing that is repeated here is object. But the thing that is repeated here is the subject. Okay? Got it? So how can we change this one? So it is, so as you can see, whom, it is for people, and it is followed by plus noun plus pronoun, who for people. So how can we change this one? It is, that is the boy whom I meet in the supermarket. Why here we have whom? Very good, because whom here replaces the object. Okay, and why here we have who? Because who replaces the subject. Okay, this is one. Okay, so please pay attention between who and whom. And also there is another trick that can help you, is that whom, it is used for people and who is for people. But for whom, it is followed by noun or pronoun. For example, whom, it is followed by what? I, pronoun. But for who, it is always followed by a verb. Okay? who it is always followed by a verb. يعني who ديما كيتبع الفعل، بالنسبة لهم ديما كيتبع noun or pronoun. Got it? إذن the man who gave. Gave, is it a noun or pronoun or a verb? It is a verb. So who. And whom, look here, this whom. What is I? Is it a noun, pronoun, or a verb? It is a pronoun, so it is whom. Okay? And remember that whom replaces object and who replaces subject. Another example for whom, we have, this is the player, the coach selected him captain. Okay? So what is repeated? Good. The player and him. So which one are we going to delete? Is it the player or him? Good. We are going to delete him. And what is him? Good. Pay attention. Him, it is object. Why? Because it is after the verb. If it is before the verb, it is subject. If it is after the verb, it is object. So we are going to delete whom. So are we going to replace it by who or whom? Good. It is whom. Why? Because we have object. So it is whom. Okay, so the sentence is, this is the player whom the coach selected captain. So what does whom refer to? It refers back to the player. And remember that, as I said before, that relative pronoun are always after the things that they refer to. Okay? إذا شنو الحاجة اللي معودة هو the player. إذا relative pronoun كيجي automatically من يعني بعد something that it refers to back. Okay, because here it is the player. Okay? Okay, good. Now another example. They found the money, I dropped the money. They found the money, I dropped the money. Okay? So what is repeated? Good, so it is the money. Okay? So which one are we going to delete? Second one. Very good, the money. Now let me ask you, the money, is it people? No. Are we going to use who? No. Are we going to use whom? No. Why? Because the money is not people. So what do we need to use? Which. Very good. Okay, so now we are going to use which. So the answer is, they found the money which I dropped. Okay, so what does which refer to? It is money. Okay, so please remember that which, we use it for object or things. Okay, another example is, that is the film. She watched the film a year ago. So what is repeated? Good, the film. So which one are we going to delete? Is it the first film or second film? Second film, good. And we need to replace it with what? With which, very good, because the film is object or a thing. Are we going to use here who? No, because the film is not people. So the sentence is, that is the film which she watched a year ago. So what does which refer to? It is the film. So please remember that which, it is after the film, after the thing that is repeated. كنديروها من بعد الحاجة اللي تعودت. Okay? It is not correct to say, that is the film she watched which a year ago. No, this is the film which. So which is after the thing that is repeated. So what is repeated here? It is after the film. Because what does which refer to here? Which refers to film. Okay? So which, it is used for things, animals, or objects. Okay? Then which we use it for things, يعني الأشياء, animals, and objects. Okay? Good. Another one. That is the film which she watched a year ago. And we have, I know the person who broke the window. Okay, let me ask you this question. Why here we have which and not who? Good, because the film is a thing or object. And why here we have who? Because who is what for people. Now what I wanted to do is there a relative pronoun that I can use with the first sentence and the second sentence, and it is correct? A relative pronoun that I can use with the first sentence, that is the film, or with the second sentence, I know the person, it is correct. Okay? Yeah, it is that. Very good. Remember that, please. That we use it with things, animals, objects, and people. So what is that? Simply that means which and who. It's like we take which and who, and they give us that. Okay, so we can say that is the film that she watched a year ago. So it is correct, and also we can say I know the person that broke the window. So what does that refer to? It refers back to film. And what is a film? It is a thing. Second example, I know the person that broke the window. What does that refer to? Person. What is person? It is people. So as you can see, that we can use it with things, animals, object, people. And what is that? That is which and who. Okay, good. For example, can we say that is the film who she watched a year ago? Can we use it? No. Or can we say, for example, that is the film whom she watched a year ago? Can we use it? No. Why? Because the film is a thing. Okay, so we cannot use who here, but we can use that. Okay, Good. So please remember that we have that, which, who. Okay. We have who. It is for people. Who, when it refers back to the subject, and whom when it refers back to the object, and they are used for people. Which, it is used for things, objects, or animals. And for that, it is used for things, animals, objects, and people. Okay. Good. Now let's move to another example. September is the month students start studying then. So what is repeated? Good. It is the month then. And also September. Yeah, because September is the month. And the month is then. Okay, so normally we have these are the things which are repeated. So which one are we going to delete? Is it the month or then? Very good. It is then. And are we going to replace it with who? No, because the month is not people. Are we going to replace it with which? No, because the month is not a thing. So what is a month? September, October, 1 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Very good. It is a time. And what is the relative pronoun that we use with the time? It is when. Very good. So it is when. Okay, so the answer is September is the month when students start studying. Okay, September is the month when students, please remember that here we have S, when students start studying. So what does when refer back to? So it refers back to the month. Very good. So because when is after the thing that is repeated. So what is repeated? It is a month. Okay. Another example. Monday is the day we begin work on Monday. What is repeated? Yeah, it is. We have Monday, the day, and on Monday. So which one are we going to delete? Is it the day or on Monday? Good. It is on Monday. So and we need to replace it with when. Very good. So Monday. So the answer is Monday is the day when. Okay, please remember because we should put when after the day. Why? Because the day is the thing that is repeated. So Monday is the day when we begin work. Okay, so Monday is the day when we begin work. So please remember that we need to delete on. Okay, why on? Because on is the preposition of Monday. So when we delete Monday, we should delete the preposition of Monday as well. Okay, and what does when refer to? Yeah, it refers back to the day. Very good. So here we have when. So please we use when we have time. Okay, when is for the time. Okay, good. Another example. I have been to Morocco. People eat couscous there. I have been to Morocco. People eat couscous there. What is repeated? Good. Morocco and there. Okay, we have Morocco and there. So which one are we going to delete? Is it Morocco or there? Good, it is there. And Morocco, what is Morocco? Is it people? No. It is a time? No. It is a thing? No. It is a very good place. Morocco is a place. And what is the relative pronoun that we use with place? It is where. Very good. It is where. So the answer is where, and we use where for what? For place. So the answer is I have been to Morocco where people eat couscous. And what does where refer to? Good. It refers back to Morocco because Morocco is a place. Another example. I know a bookstore, you can buy books there. I know a bookstore, you can buy books there. So what is repeated? Good. Bookstore and there. So which one are we going to delete? Is it bookstore or there? Yeah, good. It is there. And we are going to replace there with what? Where. Very good. Why? Because bookstore is a place. Okay? So the answer is I know a bookstore where you can buy books. So remember that we moved where to what? To here. It means after a bookstore. I know a bookstore where. Not I know a bookstore you can buy books where. No, because where refers to bookstore. Okay? So this is another relative pronoun, so it is where. So we use where for place. Okay? Another one. We helped some people, their cars had broken down. Okay, we helped some people, their car had broken. So broken down, it means broken down means stop working. Okay, so what is repeated here? Some people or people and there. Good. Now pay attention to this one. What is there? Good. There is a possessive adjective. What is possessive adjective? It is my, your, his, her, its, our, your, their. So here we have a possession. Okay, we have a possession, يعني الملكية. Okay, so when we have a possession, what do we use? We use whose. Remember this one, we use whose. Okay, so we are going to delete there and we need to replace it with whose. Okay, so the answer is whose is used for possession. Okay, يعني الملكية. So we help some people whose cars. So what does it mean whose? Whose, it means the car of. Okay, the car of people. Okay, so we help some people whose cars had broke down. So what does whose refer to back? It refers back to people. So here we are talking about possession. Remember this one, okay? Possession. We have some people whose cars had broke down. Okay, now let's move to another example. We have Ali is a teacher of English. His car is black. So what is repeated? Good. Ali and his. And what is his? Very good. He's a possessive adjective. Possessive adjective. So if we have possessive adjective, what do we use? Whose. So we are going to delete his and we are going to replace it by whose. Very good. Okay, so the answer is Ali, whose car is black, is a teacher of English. So Ali, because we need to move whose into right here. Why right here? Because whose refer to Ali. So Ali, whose, because whose refers back to Ali. So whose should be immediately after Ali. Okay, because whose refers to Ali. So Ali, whose car is black, is a teacher of English. So here we are talking about possession. When we have possession, we use whose. Okay. Okay. So now let's move to recap on the relative pronouns that we have seen so far. So we have who, we use it for people. Okay. And whom, it is used for people. Who, it is when we have subject. Whom, object. Okay, and please remember that who is followed by verb, whom is followed by noun or pronoun. Which is used for animals or things or objects. Okay, things or objects. Which. Whose, we use it for possession. Okay, something that you have. And when, it is used for time. And also we use where when we talk about place. Okay, and also we have another pronoun which is that. And what does it mean that? That it is used for people and animals and objects. Okay, so now as you can see here we have a table. This is a table that you can use. You can write this table if you want. So we have who for people, whom, people as object, which for animal object, that for people, animal and objects, whose for property or possession, something that you have, when is for time, and where is for place. Okay, so you can write this table if you want. Okay, so you can pause the video and write this table. Okay, good. Now let's move. Now let's try to do some practice. So here we need to do some matching, okay, between A and B. So a policeman is it a room where you can sleep? A person who fights criminal? A device which we use for calls? A day when you celebrate your birth? A woman whose hair is pale gold? A tool which we use for writing? So first of all, what is a policeman? It is a person. And what is the relative pronoun that we use with person? Is it where? No. Is it which? No. Is it when? No. So it is who. Very good. So a policeman is a person who fights criminals. Okay? So pen is good. It is a tool which we use for writing. Okay? A birthday. So what is a birthday? Good. It is a time or an occasion. So it is when. Very good. A birthday is a day when you celebrate your birth. Phone is. So phone is good, a device which we use for calls. Okay. Bedroom, good, is a room where you can sleep. Okay. Blonde is a woman whose hair is pale good. Okay, whose hair. So please remember that here we have whose. It means the hair of the woman. Okay, good. So gap filling. So now you need to fill the blanks with appropriate relative pronoun. Who, whom, where, when, whose, etc. So number one, I prefer dogs don't bark a lot. I prefer dogs don't bark a lot. So dogs. Is it animal or what? Good, it is animal. So what is the relative pronoun that we use with animal? Which, very good. Or that. Excellent. Number two, the restaurant. We had dinner was near the cinema. So the restaurant, is it a place or a time or what? It is a place. So where? Very good. I met Ahmed. Father is a doctor. Pay attention here. Are we going to use who? No. Why? Because father is a noun and who is followed by a verb. But pay attention here, we are talking about something here. We are going to use whose, very good, because we are talking about father of Ahmed. We are talking about possession. Okay, father of Ahmed, so it is whose. 4. I don't like stories have unhappy endings. So stories, is it people or what? Good, it is a thing. So which, very good. That's the woman I called a few minutes ago. The woman, very good. So it is people. And when we have people, we use who or whom. So who is followed by verb. Whom is followed by pronoun or noun. But what do we have here? We have I. So which one are we going to use? Excellent. Whom. Very good. We are going to use whom because we have pronoun. My brother works in Paris has arrived. Again, my brother. Good, it is people. So what are we going to use? Who or whom? Whom plus verb, whom plus pronoun, or noun. But here we have works. So works is a verb. So who, very good. Yes, my brother who works in Paris has arrived today. 1st May is a day. So day, yeah, it is when, because here we are talking about time. Let's find a place. Place, good, it is where. The police arrested the criminal. So the criminal, this is the criminal, okay? So criminal is what? Is a person. So we are going to use who or whom. Robbed is a verb. So is it who or whom? Good, it is who. Very good. The police arrested the criminal who robbed the bank. Okay? So here we have some other exercises. So you can do these exercises. August is the month people travel in August. So the answer is good. August is the month when people travel. So we have here when because the month is time. Number 2, a musician is a person. A musician plays music. What is repeated? A musician, a musician. Which one are we going to delete? This musician. And we are going to replace it back with good, with who. Okay? A musician is a person who plays music. 3, this is the house we use to live there. This is the house. Yeah, good. So we're talking about place. So this is the house where we used to live. Very good. They are my friends. I mentioned them to you. So what is repeated here? My friends and them. And what is them? It is object. And we need to replace the object with what? With whom. Why? Because my friends, good people. So they are my friends whom I mentioned to you. Number 5. Ali is a teacher of English. His car is black. What is repeated? Ali, his. So we should delete his. So possession. Ali, whose car is black, is a teacher. The last one is I know the person, he broke the window. What is repeated? The person, he. So which one are we going to delete? He. We need to replace it with who. So I know the person who broke the window. Okay, so this is what we all have for today. Okay, so I'll see you in another lesson.